Here is a card I made for Valentine's Day using the ScanNCut machine. I have my 3 cut hearts that are nesting and my hand-drawn, my own original love arrow, word art, and this scalloped mat, and all cut from Coordinations glitter cardstock. So here it is. You can use this card for Valentine's Day, for a wedding, for an anniversary, and lots of other options. Today I'm going to show you how I drew this word love with a Sharpie, added on the arrows, and also drew some hearts. And again, with your Sharpie, with the Brother ScanNCut, for the best scanning results, you want bold lines and high contrast. So that's why I have a white background and black on white. So I'm going to show you how that works. So first thing you do is load your mat, and then you choose load paper. Now I'm going to zoom in. My paper is loaded and I choose scan. I choose scan to cut data and the green play button, and the machine will drag that mat and the paper on it through. So you do need room in the front and back on your table to accommodate the mat moving back and forth. And you can see it's recognizing, and you just have to wait patiently. Not that I'm very patient, but let's wait patiently for it to recognize our images. It only usually takes, I don't know, about 30 seconds or so, and then you can see the results. There we go. All right, so you have some options here. You have an outline image, choose the regions, and then choose the lines for cutting. So I'm going to choose this regions image, and then we're going to go right up and choose our love arrow word, like that. And I am going to click save. And I don't have enough memory because I've saved already 65 files, so I have to get rid of some. So I'll get rid of this one, delete, okay. And I'll get rid of another one. This is the same, delete, okay. I've been playing a lot, so I filled up my machine. Remember, you also can save all your images to a USB stick, and you have unlimited memory, so it doesn't matter if you only have 65 on here. All right, so we're good to go. We can save to the machine. File 66, click OK. Now I'm going to choose to save this heart. So I will put my selection box around this particular heart, like that. Good. And I'm going to choose outline for the heart. I do not want the inside of the heart cut out as a region, so I just want the outside of the heart cut. I click save. Again, I'm going to save it to my ScanNCut. File number 67, okay. And now I have those 2 images saved. So I'm going to go back to home. Okay, to delete all patterns, I'm going to unload my paper. And now I'm going to choose a piece of black Coordinations glitter silk cardstock. Is this the one? No, I have my choice between glitter silk and Core Couture cardstock glitter. So let me think. I think I'm going to choose this one. So I'm going to find my black piece of paper, and the cool thing about the ScanNCut is on your mat you can choose any size of paper you like. So I'll add this to my paper and load my mat. Yeah, I've attached got my cardstock on my mat, on my sticky mat. So I'm going to click load the mat, pulls it in. Before I start cutting, I'm actually going to, this cardstock's a little thicker than my regular scrapbook paper, so I am going to dial it up to, I have it on 7. Normally I'll have the blade on 3 or 4, and for this cardstock I'm going to have it on probably 6 or 7. You just lift it out, pop it in, and press down this flap. You're ready to go. So we're going to look for our pattern that we saved, save data, go into the machine, find file 66. There it is. Click OK. Now one thing you have to realize is this file is, I better zoom in here, is actually bits and pieces. All the lines are separate regions, so I want to unify that. I'm going to click these red squares to select all of the little bits and pieces as a whole, as they stand. Click OK, and then this is a unify button. OK to unify patterns, OK. There we go. Now I can resize it with all those little bits and pieces together. At present, it's scanned in at 5.93 inches wide. I don't want it that wide. I want probably 4 3/4. And then I can move it on my mat. So it all stays together. There's no little bits and pieces floating around. I click OK, and another OK, and another OK. Then I can click cut and press my green button. There we go. I click OK, it's finished cutting, and I click unload my mat. And here we go, let's pull it off and see what we have left behind. It depends how sticky it is. You do have a spatula that you can ease up your delicate bits so it doesn't fall apart, but this cut beautifully, so I don't have to worry about that. And let's see my E. Does that come out kind of tiny? There it does. Wow, isn't that pretty? And that's my love word. And I'm going to have a free download for this love word as an SVG cutting file, and you can access it on my blog. I'll put the link up on this video. Now we're going to go back into our files. We're finished with our love icon, so let's go to home, OK to delete all patterns. And now I'm going to cut out some of those hearts, the hand-drawn heart I have, into save data, and back and find that file. Here it is. Click OK. And you know it's upside down, so let's flip it around. Oh, where's my flipping? I'll click the resize button, and here's the flip. 90 degrees and 90 degrees. There, I can just like work with it better that way. So I'm going to move this heart up here. However, I'm going to choose 3 hearts. I'm going to show you how you can resize it. So I'm going to choose 3 of them. I click OK, and 3 of them do appear. And so I want, let's say this one, I'm going to choose to resize it so it's smaller. It's now 2.66, that's our starting point. And let's go down to 2.20 and click OK. There we go. Now I'm going to put it here. All right. And this one I'm going to resize it because I want these hearts to be nesting hearts. And so I'm going to make it even smaller. let's do 1.85 and click OK. There we go. So I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to click OK again, and then I am going to load my mat. So let me zoom up a bit, and I have again some Coordinations cardstock, and this is called Glitter Silk, and I'm going to use the pink and also a piece of white. So I'll just place those on my mat. There we go. Now I'll zoom back in to my screen. And actually I'm going to go back because I want my largest and smallest heart to be cut from the pink, and I want the middle heart that's nesting to be cut from the white. So I'm going to put them in this order instead. Okay, cut, load my mat, and I'll click the green play button and it will cut my hearts. So you can see, I guess the point is that you can cut any size of file. You can draw anything and you can resize it. And that's the beauty of this machine. Finish cutting. Okay, I unload my mat. Let's see what we have here. My nesting hearts. There's my two pink ones, and there's my white one. There we go. And they will be layered like this on my Valentine card. Kind of pretty, huh? And super easy, and it's custom design. There are no other hearts out there like this, and that's why this machine is pretty special. Now I'm going to show you how I made that scallop background. Okay, I've assembled my nested hearts for the card and my love word art arrow. And I'm going to cut it also from this white glitter cardstock. I'm going to cut from the file in the machine the scalloped edge. So to do so, I'm just going to give a rough measurement in inches to the height that I want it to be. So 3.5 inches high, and probably can go with 4.5 inches wide for that scallop. So that's what I'm going to create on the machine. So I'll zoom into the screen again. Now who's going to remember those measurements? Not me. Delete all patterns. So let's go into patterns, my basic shapes. I'm going to find a scalloped square and I will adjust the size. So do you remember what I said? Oh goodness. I think I said 3.25 inches high. So let's choose this button. Will let me change only the height. Let's go 3.25. It goes very quickly. You can see the numbers changing. And the width was 4. I'm totally cheating and measuring as I'm talking. Let's do 4.25. Oh my gosh, my memory is horrible. Short-term memory loss at my age. Okay, so let's try that. We'll click set. And then I have a scallop square. Now I'm going to put my glitter paper onto my mat. And then I will quickly load my mat. So there's my square. I think I'm going to try and move it up over into this quadrant because I have a cutout heart and I'm down here on my actual glitter paper that we just cut out, and I'm trying to save paper here, so let's hope it works. And I click cut and my green button. And there we go. Clicking OK. And unloading my mat. And there is my really cute scallop mat that I can use with my nested hearts. Let's get them. Put them on here. And my little love arrow. So there you see how I made all of these cut files and put them on my Valentine card. Thanks for watching.